What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and enjoy some Canadian memes. It is time, once again, to take a look at some funny pictures with text on them, all about Canada. And you never really know what you're gonna get or learn from the Canadian memes. But that's kind of what I like about it. So, with that being said, let's take a look, starting with Canadian weather jumping between 3 seasons in one day. And it's Michael Scott yelling parkour. Okay. Okay, is that what Canadians are doing to survive the weather changing? But okay, all joking aside, seriously, do Canadians have to deal with this as well? Because in a lot of parts of the United States, this is also true. It's like you're going through all of the seasons in one day, particularly, at this time of year in particular, it's starting to happen. Like you wake up and now it can be like 60 degrees or what is that in Celsius? I don't know. It's like you go outside in the morning and it's just a little bit colder than you expect. You're just like, oh gosh. You walked outside in a t-shirt and shorts and you're like, a little nippy out here. And that you go back and put on like the light jacket that you haven't gotten out in months. And then later in the day, it's like blazing hot. And it's like, what's going on? It's like the desert. It went from winter to scorching summer in the afternoon. You're stuck with your, like, you gotta take your jacket off. Hopefully, you have a t shirt on underneath. And then later in the evening, it's like snowing again, and you need your big poofy jacket. Yes, I can relate to this. I can really relate to this, actually. Okay, Canadians don't live in igloos. Literally the entire rest of the world. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Yeah. Yes! Yes! Yes. I've never felt so connected to random Canadian memes before. The weather changing in one day, yes. And this, I don't know if Canadians like know about this. I've mentioned it a few times in some other videos, but a lot of Americans, like when we grow up as little children, we think or we're taught, or I don't know why, but we think Canadians live in igloos in the snow all year round. I know it might sound silly, but hey. And then, you grow up and we start hearing Canadians don't live in igloos. You don't live in blocks of ice. The nerve of you! The nerve to not live in blocks of ice when we want you to. And then it's like the rest of the world, all of us are like, yeah, it'd be cool if you did, though. You can if you want. That's what we were taught. That's what we expected. That's funny. What is this? This isn't even a meme, is it? Goosebumps. I actually grew up reading the Goosebumps. This is a bit nostalgic for me. Um, is this the Canadian edition of Goosebumps? Canadian geese? Oh my god, look at their arms. They're bumping fists together. Because who knows what they just did? Who knows what they just got down to, or who they dragged to the bottom of this water? I don't even want to think. They could really write a Goosebumps book about Canadian geese, from what I've heard. It's funny because geese in America are like not scary. People give them bread, and like the geese run away from you in America. Apparently in Canada, I've seen some like TikToks about it. The geese will like attack. They'll hiss. They'll grow arms and bump fists. Apparently, that I didn't even mean for that to be a poem. The Canadian geese, they'll hiss. They'll bump fists. They'll be pissed. They'll. It's like a Dr. Seuss book about Canadian geese. Okay, that's sort of a meme, I guess. Canadians normally. Sorry. Okay. Canadians, when they hear the word war, oh my god, just blowing up cars, just looking pretty cool, honestly. Uh, are, are Canadians like? Apparently, Canadians are just totally different people in times of war. The Canadian military is like highly feared and respected. Like if you learn about this, there was one video I did a while ago that talked about some of the Canadian military actions during the World War, and it was scary. Like people are afraid of Canadian soldiers, like back in the day. So apparently, there's some truth to this. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't make you angry. My goodness. Canada becomes second country to legalize recreational marijuana. Right. Who was the first country to do it? I don't know. Um, so I see. Now everyone is Googling cheap flights to Canada. Oh yes, the second Canada legalized marijuana. The Google results. The Googling for cheap flights to Canada must have skyrocketed. It's been some time now, right? So I don't know how many people actually travel to Canada for this. Here in the United States, depending on what state you live in, it's starting to become legal. It's kind of funny that it's against the law in some states and legal in others. It's kind of random. Um, did Canada go through a phase like that where maybe some of the provinces legalized it and others didn't? Or I don't know. Anyway, maybe we'll catch up to you guys one day. What is this? Constantly making fun of Americans? What? No, huh? Constantly making fun of Europeans, Canadians. just just flipping between it? Really? Canadians? What? No. No, you wouldn't. How could you? Canadians are just flipping between making fun of America, making fun of Europe. you're just you're just kicking back and looking at the rest of the world going like, "Oh my god." But I don't know. It does feel like the whole world is kind of going a little bit crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just America. I don't know. But yeah, it is funny to think of Canadians doing this. You know, this can't be true though. You'd never make fun of Americans, right? No, right? Right. Oh, this is like a GIF or a video meme. Wow. Angliosphere countries. Let's all have red, white, and blue in our flags. Canada. Canada's just chuckling? What? What does this mean? Okay. Sometimes you really gotta like break down the memes. Like this is almost a science. Oh, Angliosphere countries. What is an Angliosphere country? Does anybody know? Is it just me? Or all right, let's look it up so we understand the meme. I can Google this. Okay, here we go. Angliosphere, it says the countries where English is the main native language. Oh, that's what Angliosphere means. Ah, I didn't know that. Where English is the main language. What countries are Angliosphere? Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the UK, and the USA. Oh yeah, we're all English-speaking countries. Yeah, true. Okay. And the meme actually says, Angliosphere countries, let's all have red, white, and blue in our flags. Oh, and Canada. Canada is laughing because you don't have blue. Canada, what? Why not? Yeah, that's true. You're the only Angliosphere country, English-speaking country, to not have red, white, and blue. Well, I guess that makes you unique. I guess blue just didn't fit in, but wouldn't that have been cool? All five of us countries, we could have been, flag buddies. Flag buddies. No? You don't care? Okay. You don't want to put blue in your flag just for that reason? Oh, man. Okay, let's keep going. Why I couldn't enter Canada. Warning, no stupid people. No stupid people beyond this point. Yeah. I bet Canada has been tempted to just put these signs all over the America-Canada border. You just get no tourism from America. No stupid people beyond this point. Okay. Wow, at least we're self-aware of it, right? Right? What Canadian $20 bills are gonna look like now? Oh my God. What? So that's the king. What? Why did they do that to his face? So, yeah, the Queen passed away. I think she was on the Canadian currency. Is it the $20 bill? Is the king on the $20 bill now? I don't know why he has to look like that. How do Canadians feel about like the king? Or do you feel any kind of way about him? Or I thought a lot of Canadians really loved the Queen. I don't know what you feel about the king, or if you care if he's on your money, or if that's getting changed. I don't know. It's been a few years now, right? Has that changed? I don't. Americans making memes about garbage men getting paid more than teachers. Yeah. Okay. Is this some kind of American joke I'm too Canadian to understand? Maybe. Okay. So yeah, in America, teachers get paid really badly. And funny enough, being a garbage person, picking up the garbage, like you're taught in school growing up. Oh, don't end up like the garbage man. Make something of yourself. And it's like that's a bit mean because garbage people make decent money in America. Like seriously, probably get great benefits as well, healthcare coverage, and yeah, they probably do as well or better than American teachers. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, maybe Canadians are too Canadian to even understand all this, but there you go. I'm here to tell you. Although, man, I would that would be shocking if American teachers are making less. Cause not to criticize garbage people or garbage collectors, but teaching is a much more important job, as far as contributing to society. We need our garbage taken out, but teachers like influence the population, the next generation of your people. It's pretty important. They make your population intelligent and give them values and yeah, it's pretty important stuff to not be being paid well. It's crazy, actually, if you think about it. Okay, what is this? Canadians who use both metric and imperial systems for different tasks have free healthcare and have public washrooms. Okay, that's Canadians just chilling, laying on the grass. Americans and Europeans fighting. Apparently, Canadians do this a lot more than I ever knew. Canadians just kind of sit back and are like, yeah, we got the metric system. We use the imperial sometimes. We have healthcare, public bathrooms, and then you're just watching the chaos in Europe and America, where it's like, okay, yeah, I mean. It's just funny because it's like are those the things we cherish above all else? Like what measurement system we use? Even though the metric system is probably superior, I'll begrudgingly agree with that. And I still don't know what Celsius temperature means or how you measure that. The healthcare in Canada, yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. Get me all depressed. Public washrooms. We have public bathrooms here. So at least we have that. That's something. You never know what these memes are going to be talking about. I swear, it covers everything. And finally, we have some people. Real life velociraptors couldn't be scary because they're small and fluffy. Who even says that? This is a complicated meme, by the way. So, velociraptors, the dinosaur, they're not that scary because scientists say they're small and fluffy and cute. Meanwhile, these small, fluffy MFers striking fear into the hearts of grown men. The Canadian goose strikes again. It's funny how many memes there are on Canadian geese, and rightfully so. I mean, okay, so the joke here is velociraptors very well could have been kind of similar to Canadian geese. You ever think, if you're in Canada, do you ever look at a Canadian geese and think, that's kind of like the modern day velociraptor? Oh my god. Maybe. I think with that, that's a good place to stop as any. This was quite funny. This was quite good. And I always tend to learn some crazy or new, interesting stuff about Canada and Canadian culture that you can really only learn from memes. I swear. It's like an art form. So I quite enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these Canadian memes or jokes or anything that I didn't understand. That's always very helpful. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.